The best speeches, in my opinion, are stories with details delivered by a speaker who is willing to give it the performance it deserves. Does that describe what Lauren did today?
Yes.
I think it did. Mr. Head Coach, fellow Toastmasters, welcome guest, and most especially Lauren. She told a story that had lots of details and brought us to where she was in her journey, and her delivery was 98% there. Lauren is a very poised person. You may have noticed that. She is very put together. She is very confident when she comes up here, and she does not have a hair out of place. She's always dressed immaculately. That's her, and that's what she conveys when she's up here. Right? Did you notice that?
Mm-hmm.
She told us about how she was the person in charge of this contest. Now, I was a contestant in this contest, and I can tell that it was, these contests, particularly when they're online, they're not the easiest things to manage. And she did a spectacular job in managing that, particularly considering what was going on in a few areas. And she gave us those details. Remember when she told us about how the contest, the quality program director was telling, and she was, oh, the panic coming through. That was nicely done, how she used her body to convey that thought. She was probably a little too polite when she was talking about this person who was doing this thing. As a contestant in this contest, I believe the technical person for this guy and his buddy, who was also making a similar protest, is pains in the ass. I think she could have gotten that particular point across maybe a little bit better. She could have said, oh, I wanted to strangle this person. I wanted to, just really convey the frustration because I know she was. I'm not exaggerating, because she and I have talked about this. These guys. Anyway, so I think that would be my one point thing, is you're you, but I think sometimes you need to let yourself go sometimes and just let it rip. Just drop the poise, go for the juggling. The other thing I would suggest, one thing, and I noticed this in all 4 speeches today, when you get to your end of your speech and you hit your walk-off point, stick the landing like a gymnast. They hit the floor and they do this thing and they stand there for 2 or 3 beats, right? Every speaker today, they hit their final thought, and then Mr. Toast, they wanted to get off. They wanted to get off the stage. Say your final thing, let it sink in, and then call back up the Toastmaster. But overall, great speech. Lauren did a great job. If you could do what she did today, you're almost there. Mr. Victor.